Yes! Hey, one, two, three. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Moonrunner City. I'm Chris. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, today we're doing a little Demon Slayer episode 3. Alright, today's an anime episode. So, me and the boys, Marcus, Johnny, myself, we sit down, we watch Demon Slayer episode 3. So, in this episode, we watch Demon Slayer episode 3. And then at the end of the episode, once we review and recap the episode, we get into a bit of a discussion about training arcs. So stay tuned for that. Right now, before we get into our initial review and commentary of the show, I'm just going to give you a brief recap so you guys understand what you're getting into when we start talking about the show. By the way, spoilers, all right? A lot of spoilers. First and last time I'm going to say that. So just, you were warned. Spoilers, okay? All right, so let me set the scene here. Tanjiro is trying to save Nezuko, and he wants to join the Demon Corps. He wants to defeat these demons that turned his sister into this demon and killed his whole family. So he's got his sister who's in a coma, and he's trying to maybe find her a cure for her, or try to find a way to wake her up. And he's also on this quest to join the Demon Corps. So right now, Tanjiro is just writing a journal and kind of just keeping note of everything that's going on, and kind of writing the journal to Nezuko in case she ever wakes up, in the hopes that she wakes up. He understands that so far every attempt to wake her up has kind of failed. So while Nezuko's in a coma, Tanjiro and Sakanji are training. Sakanji's got Tanjiro bouncing around the mountain. So they're up in Mount Fujikasani. So basically the training is going to be a lot of swordsmanship, a lot of traversing up and down the mountain, just agility and things like that. And then after that, Tanjiro's got to face final selection, and then only then will Sakanji actually approve him to be a demon slayer. So he's got to go through all this training and then the final selection. So they go up the mountain, and Sakanji has Tanjiro training, and one of the things that he has him training on is these breathing techniques. And the breathing techniques, a part of the swordsmanship forms, a part of all the agility, and just becoming one with the environment. So he's teaching them all these lessons, and Tanjiro's taking them, and he's taking a little bit of an ass whooping. But months go by, and then they finally get to the final test. So Sakanji presents to him the final test, which Tanjiro has to, there's this big boulder. Tanjiro has to cut through the boulder with one slice, right? So he says, if you cut through the boulder with one slice without breaking your sword, I'll allow it. So Tanjiro is like, that's impossible, but okay, I'll try. So he's sitting there, and over again, he tries, he fails. And then suddenly he's met by a young warrior, maybe around the same age as him, right? A young boy, masked swordsman. So the swordsman is kind of challenges him, and his name is Sabito, right? So Sabito challenges him and tells him that he doesn't have enough determination to do this, and that his will is still weak. And so they spar. Tanjiro gets his ass whipped. Sakanji's like, you're not good enough to do this, and then kind of goes off. After the ass whooping, Tanjiro's met by Makomo. Makomo is this little girl that pops up in the woods after him and Sabito's battle. And she's this little girl, and she doesn't give Tanjiro much background information on her and Sabito. She just says that they were once students of Sakanji, and that they care about him very much. And that's all kind of what she would say. So she's just there kind of giving him motivation, and he's training and going through more sparring sessions with Sabito. So she's there as moral support, and just trying to tell him just train until it kills you. You got no other choice. And she's very like innocent and very like ethereal. She talks very like quiet and soft. So she's very like dreamlike. So after like a year, right, of training and all this, Tanjiro finally has this sparring battle with Sabito, and as soon as they start off, um, Tanjiro takes a strike, and with that one strike, he cuts through Sabito's mask, slicing the mask, and revealing Sabito's face. So Sabito is okay after the slice. Tanjiro just kind of lightly slices through the mask, just cutting the mask alone, revealing Sabito's face, who has like a little scar on his face, but also is revealing like a nice like smile, a smile of relief. Tanjiro sees like, oh my god, I did it. I actually got through and made a strike on Sabito. And as he sees this, as the mask falls, Makomo gives him like one last words of encouragement, and then she kind of disappears. And then along with her disappearing, Sabito disappears too. So Sabito disappears, and then Tanjiro looks up, and it's revealed to him that he didn't slice through Sabito's mask. He actually sliced through the big stone, the big boulder. And so it's revealed that Makomo and Sabito are just like ghosts or just figments of like Tanjiro's imagination, and they were just like there just like as a like spiritual guidance. And so that's the episode. So the episode's pretty good in that we get more character building with Tanjiro, right? He's training to be the Demon Core. We find out a little bit more rules of the demons and the Demon Core and like the world that they're in. And we also find out a little bit about some of the things that Tanjiro needs to overcome to become like a really skilled like demon slayer. One of the things that gets emphasized a lot in the episode is like these breathing techniques, right? And so that's one of the ways that Tanjiro is finally able to overcome and kind of get over his he's got like this he's kind of held back by like he's not strong enough, right? And so he's told by Makomo and Sakanji over and over again that he can overcome this fear that he has that he's not strong enough by using these breathing techniques, and these breathing techniques will be able to like give him this extra boost of adrenaline that will kind of make him stronger. So the episode goes into these breathing techniques and just kind of it's building up Tanjiro and his working towards becoming a demon slayer and the training up to final selection. So after that, me and the guys start talking, and like I said, it's a training arc episode, and Marcus and Johnny kind of have opposing views on how this training arc episode goes. This is my first reaction to the episode, so you'll be seeing like 3 different perspectives here, which makes for, I think, a pretty interesting conversation when we get to it. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll be back at the end to sign you guys out, and yeah, guys, I'll be back.
Do we all remember what happened last time? Like in the last episode? So this is the episode where in the last episode, I can actually just show you actually. In the last episode, he got to the guy, he was fighting that demon. He got baked in the sun. And then the guy was like, you gotta stiffen up. Don't be a little bitch. That's not what I was trying to do. So in the last episode,
Oh yeah,
homie was doing the training with the guy. Or he wasn't. He got the demon. The demon was gonna kill his sister, and then he was like, "Nah, I'm about to kill this demon," but he couldn't because he's a little bitch. And then the guy was like, "You gotta be tough enough to kill demons." This and third.
That's right. And the demon,
just the episode where he sends him off.
No, the episode we're about to watch is where he like sends him into the fucking.
I know where we're at then.
Okay, Chris, you know where we're at?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna play this one. It's the one we're gonna watch.
So just so like everybody knows, like y'all two seen this before. Marcus kind of likes this. Johnny, not so much. You're not a fan of this episode. I've never seen this, so we're gonna
It's
have
not a
like
fan of Demon Slayer.
okay, all right. So we're gonna have like three nice different opinions on this one. All right, hit it.
And
Exactly.
this episode is just a good representation on why I don't like Demon Slayer.
All right, cool. That sounds good.
Six. All right, you ready?
Yeah. She turns into a demon at night or in the daytime. Like when is she's gotta stay away from what?
She has to stay away from the sunlight, but she's always a demon. But because of the last fight they got into, it kind of knocked her out. So she's just like sleeping is the way she heals herself.
Oh, okay, that's right. I forgot she got knocked out.
Yeah. Got it.
Oh, am I to believe like the next episode we're gonna find out that those two characters were a dream?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
think
that's cool.
they were like past students
Yeah,
that
like
Tandra
ghosts.
or not Tandra. Yeah, basically like past students that help other students cut the rock in half for some shit.
I don't
So,
like it.
are we to believe what? Why?
I don't
What's
like it.
go? What's up, Johnny?
I feel like there's no character build. There's no like he has no integrity behind of what he's doing. Like it's so hard to explain, but at the same time, if you watch like a couple more episodes, like it all makes no sense because he has like this. I feel like I believe in training arcs. Like, why does he have a one episode training arc?
I have
I want to see like him go through the motions and actually, like I believe the guy at first, what was his name? Sabito?
yeah, the guy with the scar on
When
his
he said,
face.
"What were you doing for the last year and a half?" That's what he asked him because it's like
Yeah, that's how long he's
you
been up
were.
there. A lot
That's what
can
I'm saying.
happen
But
in a
he's
year and
doing
a
it there
half.
for like exactly. But like, how do we know if he was really doing it? We never got to see that. You know what I mean? It's just him telling us, not him showing us.
So you wanted to see like that extra like 6 months in there, like where he went from like doubting
Not
himself.
even. Not even. I want to see like in an episode. I want to see him struggle through an episode. I want to see him fight in an episode because you see how short they cut that fight. But it's like I feel like for that character build, you really need a fight like that. Like I
Mm,
wanted to see them actually battle, except like they had that little wooden fight, but that's play fighting. You know what I mean? If you watch any other anime, like their first fights are really like their first fights.
mm,
He's not wrong, but I have rebuttal because it is kind of weird that they put 2 years worth of training in 20 minutes, right? And you definitely can stretch that into like 4 or 5 episodes. But so remember, Chris, when I would tell you how Naruto takes forever to build into something?
yeah,
It's like in this one, you have like I feel the first that episode is the basics of what he needs to learn because then he goes on to learn so much other like so many other things.
yeah, yeah. I mean, this episode did feel like it was a little slow. So to like feel like, oh, we get like four more episodes of this throughout a season would feel like a little bit much. Like I feel like that would be maybe too many episodes where like we got training. So like I feel like we're like Marcus is saying like, oh, it's like Naruto where like it takes forever for the character to get there. Like yeah, you want to see character building, but like how long do you want it to like actually take to get there?
But I think it's okay for them to have a little bit of fuller episodes. You know what I mean? Like everybody loves a little fuller episode. I feel like it builds character. You know what I mean? Like
It
it's
Yeah,
like
definitely
you can't.
would.
I feel like I don't know what he saw after. Like watching that episode, like I can't like tell you that he's really doing this for his sister because like it doesn't look like he's working hard. I'm gonna be honest, but like that's just me.
Marcus, go
He's
try to
not
go to
wrong.
that the beginning of that fight, like the last the maybe the like the first wooden training fight.
The
Because you're
first
right,
one,
yeah, like the first time like that he sees them and they start fighting.
Like he
Be-
never really learns anything on his own. Like everything he got was from those two people that he met. Like
yeah, you want to
there's
like
no hard work.
put it like on mute and just like let it rock, and we'll just talk over it. Um, yeah, like I guess you're right. Like it does. Like I would like to see a little bit of a back and forth kind of like fight, like you were saying. They don't get like a real proper first fight. It just feels like they are like kind of like sparring. So it would have been cool to like see the like a real like struggle, like a back and forth, and then at the end he does the thing where he cuts his face. or the mask.
Yeah, like he would never like feel like he wasn't really chasing like what he should have been. You know what I mean? I feel like I said, like no integrity. He has no integrity. Like I feel like
But
that's just how he makes it seem. Like that's how they made it seem like writing this.
I feel like the episode put a lot of like effort into like explaining the breathing thing, and but we didn't like really see him find like how to like really do that. Like at the end, he just kind of like takes a deep breath, and like it would have been cool to like
That's
see
what I'm
him maybe
saying.
practice a little bit of that too, because there was that cool part where like she explaining it, and like you're seeing like the blood go, like all the blood vessels start working. This part's cool. I like that, like where like he's flying through him. Like this is
Yeah,
like where
showing
like
skill.
I like
There's
I like Johnny's perspective because he's not wrong. He's not at all because it's like when even when we started watching Solo Leveling, like it will show you the reasons as to why he's trying to get strong. And towards the end, it like you see it completely like come to circle because he winds up. I'm not gonna spoil it, but
I feel like his background story is weak. Like it's very weak. It's very weak. Like watching the first and second episode, like there's really nothing he didn't like. I feel like he didn't need to do this. You know what I mean?
what, like become a demon slayer, or
Yeah,
this.
like I feel like he didn't need to. Like he didn't need to take that direction. I feel like everybody else that's in every other anime was forced into doing so.
Hmm. Maybe because it's just like
But
we've
yet again,
just seen like him and his sister just kind of like chilling out. Marcus, pause it right there on that one. That's a good like image to pause on. Like, you know what I mean? Like we haven't like really seen like too many interactions with other people than like the people that he's training with. And now I'm starting to think like, is the dude with the nose also a dream?
no, that guy's real.
Okay.
That guy's real.
So like yeah, like I get like it's hard to like feel like you were saying like like he's forced into it. But I mean, I don't know. It like the last episode maybe it felt a little bit more like that because like his sister's like awake and he's got to like do something about it. Where in this one, she's kind of asleep the whole time, so that kind of like that emergency of that like situation is not like apparent in this episode. It's more about like just him like fucking slicing the rock.
I can
yeah, but
go
I feel like
both. Oh, go ahead.
nah, you got it.
I feel like I can go both ways because in this, hold on, let me give my ducks water.
Go ahead, Johnny. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I feel like kind of like explaining like further into the little training arc of where we're at right now, like with the pinnacle of what we're looking at right now. When he's looking at the rock, like he's looking at it, and I feel like there's no meaning behind it. Like, yeah, he has to cut that rock, but he has no like real force to cut that rock because there's nothing that he can do. But then when those characters pop up and they're dreams, it's like, how do you call it a dream?
Hmm.
What I miss?
Like there's no like strength build up. Like there's nothing. Like you see, it's like 1 minute he's weak and he's fighting this guy with a sword, and then the next he's just cutting it off his mask.
So
So
Like, and that's within 2 minutes.
you want his struggle like to more like mean something, like the rock like to mean something more than just like, oh, you got to cut through it.
Yeah, it needs that meaning behind it. I feel like it has no meaning behind it. I understand your mother died and your sister's in a coma, but like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
you could have chose other ways to go about it.
I think when you first the first episode, like the intensity of it
Mm-hmm.
and the expression of his emotion pushes him towards wanting to fight against like the demons on top of like he says like he wants to find a cure for her. So going this route to find a cure definitely doesn't make sense, but going this route to fight against the demons does. And you have this episode where it is annoying that they compact 2 years worth of training into one episode. But then I feel he doesn't actually get anywhere strength wise until later episodes because he in like all the other ones where he's fighting these demons, he is getting his ass rocked most of the time. He's getting his ass kicked, and then eventually he does start getting stronger. And Johnny has a point. He doesn't ever get strong on his own. He
Mm-hmm.
always has like his teammates or a mentor that like teaches him something, and then he tries to implicate it into like the fight that he's doing. But I don't think this is the only training arc throughout Demon Slayer. Like I feel like for like maybe half of the first season is him still trying to train and like him still getting his ass kicked, and then a little towards the end of it, he starts getting like genuinely stronger by
Good
just
doggos.
getting his ass kicked. Yeah, yeah, my dogs.
Yeah,
It's
yet
like
again, I did stop like halfway through this season. Like I think I got maybe to the eighth episode, possibly to the eighth episode. I tried to rewatch it like twice, but like yet again, when I get to this episode right here, it kind of just turns me off.
This one right
It
here.
so.
reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist. I don't like to watch Full
I
Metal
haven't watched
Alchemist
that
because
one.
of this reason either. Because I feel like it has no training arc. Like he already has the alchemist. It's like he has everything he needs. You know what I mean?
I think
But
this is
yet
like a
again,
cool. Oh my bad.
yeah, I love animes with like I guess long training arcs because it builds character. Like Naruto has a really long training arc, as you know. Hunter x Hunter, Solo Leveling, Mob Psycho, and
Mob
you could just
Psycho's
go on
crazy.
and on. But they all have like really good training arcs. Like it's like you
I think
build that integrity, and they have that background on why they need to do what they need to do.
I
Mm,
like this group that we have because I feel like me and Chatty are a little bit on the opposite sides when it comes to animes.
yeah, definitely.
Where I don't like the dragging of a situation where
Hmm.
Johnny likes to have the information and the
Yes,
emotional connection
I
to it.
like I
Yeah,
like to watch the fuller episode.
I get like where Johnny's coming from, where like oh we want like him cutting the rock to like actually mean something. Like we want to know like okay why is it important for him to like slice through this other than just being strong? How is he gonna like use this kind of skill in like practicality like in sort of like fight? So but I also like feel Marcus where he's saying like this whole thing like puts a stop to like what Johnny wants, where it's like we want like sort of like the story to carry on, but then this kind of like stops the story of just like oh we got to train now and hang out with the Dream Kids. So I'm a little mixed. I would have liked to just seen like yeah that fight could have been a little bit more. I think the one on one between him and the guy, and maybe just make the rock slicing maybe
I think
mean a little
for
something
the
more.
I think for the most part, the reason I really don't like this is it's just really just the character build up. Like everything happens so fast. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is another reason why I didn't really like Attack on Titans at first until I found out there's more than just Attack on Titans.
Yeah,
It was
Attack
like
on
it
Titan
turned into a
goes
whole
crazy.
and I shout out just here for that because I watched Attack on Titans all the way up to episode 8 or 9, hated it. He told me watch it again, rewatched it. I'm like, damn, like this is a really
But,
good show, and
yeah, the plot
there's
twist.
certain reasons why, but that's for a different day. But yet again,
Yeah, I feel you.
The plot twist is crazy on Attack on Titans. The way they switched everything up was nuts.
but like yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like with Demon Slayer, I feel like they don't have this. I feel like this is really close to like My Hero Academia, if you know what
Mm.
I mean. When it comes to like
Yeah.
it comes to like a really childish anime, and I'm somebody for childish. Like I like watching like Hunter x Hunter is very childish, and it's my favorite anime. But like I feel like the way they go about things is just terrible in this
In this,
scenario. They just make everything so fast. Like slow it down just a little bit. Like maybe a 2 episode training arc is not too bad.
are there any episodes after this, up until the eighth one, where you stopped that you like? Like, obviously you didn't like this episode, but you made it to episode 8. So, were there any other episodes where you were like, oh, okay, like I'll keep going after this one? Like this one was cool. Because I'll
To be
get
honest, I don't remember them like episode by episode, if you know what I mean. Like
yeah.
I haven't watched this in like a year probably. I've tried to rewatch this twice, but yet again, both times I probably made it to the eighth episode. And I don't even know if it's the eighth episode to be honest. But yet again, it's like
You
he
know,
gets
it's
into a
like,
fight and then I hate the fight. I hate the fight.
do you know what fight he might be
It-
Like
talking about, Marcus?
it's the
I'm
one they're in
thinking.
the street and they're like there's like a China house. I don't know what it
Oh,
is.
oh, oh! It's this one. I think it's this one. It's in this area because this is like
It's one of
Doctor
those.
Demon Slayer lately. This is
Yeah,
this is King Demon Slayer guy.
but I
So it's
totally hate
it's
it. Like the fight is just
I'm not gonna lie. The
I tuned in
first
for
God,
like I don't know, like fighting scenes are very important like part of a show, and this is why I loved like Jujutsu Kaisen so much because the
Damn,
like
Johnny's just
fighting in
dropping
Jujutsu
names like left
Kaisen.
and right.
Oh my! But you would like I'm so into anime, like
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
so into anime, so when I'm obsessed with it, but like I've watched a lot of animes, so I feel like I have a pretty good opinion
Yeah,
on
you got a lot of
how anime should
examples.
go about. Yeah, like I said, Jujutsu Kaisen is the best anime when it comes to action.
Hmm.
It,
For
it's
sure.
outstanding. It's ridiculous.
Stop it. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen is sick. I watched it. I think I've watched it like a couple of times just because I started it and I was like iffy about it because it it isn't like how do I say? It didn't catch my like appeal at first because I've seen so many like demon animes, and I was
Hmm.
like, it's just like another one. And then when you really start to follow the plot story and like how like the character changes or the how he tries to not change as a character, but the events that unfold forces him to be a certain way, and then the way they ended it was sick. It was
Yeah,
sick
one of the best endings to an anime I've ever seen in my life.
for sure, for sure. But
That's
I feel
The
cool.
like
last
probably
fighting scene, you could probably skip to the last episode, and it blows almost every anime action movie or actions I've ever seen out.
I really thought Gojo was gonna come back somehow, and he didn't.
I was,
And I was like,
we
fuck.
was all hoping. We was all hoping.
He was like, fuck. But
I
I'm
want
gonna say this like first. I'm gonna say up till like about once they stop fighting this guy is when it really caught my attention. Once they stop fighting this guy and then the core starts learning about the fact that he's carrying around his demon sister, that's when it gets a little more interesting in my brain. And it's still training. Like even here you see it, rehabilitation training. He's still training. He's still learning. And
yeah, I
then
didn't even make it to that far.
that's what I'm saying is
Um,
like the training doesn't stop like right there. It keeps going, and when you progress through the season, it the reason for him becoming a demon slayer becomes more and more potent.
Yeah, it seems like
hmm.
he still does have like a long way to go because he's like still very like kind of whiny and whatnot. Like so, it does seem like he's not gonna just be Demon Slayer right away. Even after he cuts the
Oh,
rock, he still seems like you know.
if you think he's whining, wait till you see one of these guys. One of these guys is really annoying,
Oh yeah, none.
super fucking annoying. But you'll see him later. Oh, my thing froze. There you go. Yeah, but it Demon Slayer isn't one of my favorite animes,
Yeah.
but I really liked it. Like Johnny does have a point where it may be a little too quick, but they kind of drag it on.
Mm-hmm.
But I like Demon Slayer because of the animation. Like that's probably like
Yeah.
one
The
of the best because it's weird because they use CGI in some of like the scenes where they're flying through. Especially you'll see it later. There's like a hidden demon castle hotel thing,
yeah.
and the way they fly through it, it looks amazing.
I think going back to the episode, if you watch the very beginning, like it looks like he's fooling around. Like when he's like in the middle of the water and he's like swinging his sword and
Yeah.
it doesn't look like he's taking it serious. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning, like
Yeah.
and then like running down the hill, like it looks like he's like it's like kiddish. It's like kiddish. It's
This one,
like he's not taking it serious to
the
me.
anime in this one didn't like really like strike me like in the other ones.
Yeah, it was really
I,
simple.
Yeah, it seemed
like the
like they're
animations.
yeah, like the other ones seemed like they like really kind of lingered on the landscape and some of the more like stuff like that. Like I thought like the other episodes seemed like they had more like things like that every once in a while. But yeah, maybe I mean this is all like pretty cool. I remember this is all cool looking.
Yeah, you want to know a really good anime that focuses on landscaping?
Hmm.
Vinland Saga.
I never even heard of that one, Johnny.
Neither have I.
Vinland
Johnny's
Uh,
dropping knowledge I
Vinland
don't know about.
Vinland
word.
Saga is third on my list.
All right, so that's Demon Slayer episode 3. The conversation and discussion goes into training arcs and different animes. So we're gonna go into another episode. Stay tuned for that, and we'll keep going back and forth between the guy showing me solo leveling and Demon Slayer. So, like I said, I'm just an old head rediscovering anime again. The guys are showing me around, showing me the ropes, and yeah, you guys can watch along. And if you like, comment, and hit subscribe. So I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys be good. Peace out. Bye.